So I haven't done an on-camera discussion about Sonic in quite some time, but there is some news to go over that I haven't had a chance to go over. Honestly, give my thoughts on. First of all, I want to announce, in case nobody knows about this, uh, SatAM historian Jacob Berkeley, who you can find at Twitter or Twitter X at SatAM historian. That's his Twitter handle, or Twitter X handle. The complete history of Sonic SatAM. Um, Basically, he made the announcement um, a week ago today that on September 18th, the documentary, because he's been doing a documentary along with working on the book, going over the history of Sonic SatAM. He says the documentary that will go over the history of Ben Hurst's unmade SatAM conclusion and what it would have been like, that will be released, I'm assuming, on YouTube on September 18th. And he has had a lot of people helping him out. As a matter of fact, Sonic Fan 1989 put a thumbnail poster together called for what is being entitled, the documentary that is being entitled Ben's Vision: The Lost Sonic SatAM Third Season slash Film, because Ben Hurst, who was the head writer for most of season 2 of the cartoon and helped out in some episodes of season 1 and was a contributor on Sonic Underground. Um, he was, in case you guys don't know, he was trying to find ways to get the third season, up and running, because it had been canceled. The show had been canceled basically in early 95. So basically February 1995, March of 95 is when it was last seen on ABC. So Ben Hurst, on and off throughout the years that followed, tried to find a way to get that third season revived. And it looked like he was on the verge of doing so until Ken Penders, stuck his nose where it didn't belong in the eyes of a lot of folks and pretty much screwed that up. So Ben Hurst opportunity at that time pretty much fell to the wayside. But now you have people like Team Season that are trying to at least see that vision through. They're trying to at least get something off the ground, and their attempts have been getting a lot of notoriety all across the board. Then now they're also members of a society, of some kind of funding society or something like that in Canada, that will allow them to still be able to do what they want to do, even with the help financially of those supporting them through Patreon, Kickstarter, and you name it. But what Jacob plans to do, Jacob Berkeley, SatAM historian, plans to do here with the documentary is to go over the history of that conclusion that never got made. And there's a lot of things he's going over with this, and like I said, he's had a lot of people helping him contribute to help him contribute to the project, artistically. Some have even basically added some artwork and everything to the vision and all that, to certain scenes that Ben had put into the script and everything that he wanted to, or had in the works for the third season, had it come to be. For example, I think, he says there is a specific scene Ben had in mind where Sonic and Tails will get in a power ring and Tails would fly out and grab it and ultimately just rocket off into the sky. Then Sally would walk by and see Sonic staring into the sky, and this exchange would happen. What are you? And then, of course, what are you looking at? Tails looks up. He's not up there. Yeah, he is. As Ben would, and then he goes on to say, as Ben would state, he was eventually going to develop into a vibrant, insane adolescent with an attitude. And we will get more of a idea during the documentary and everything as well. But like I said, he had a lot of people helping him out and everything with artisticness and all that. when it came to piecing this together. Now, like I said, the event will be, and that's how you have to look at it. An event will be released on September 18th, and the reason that is so significant in everything is because September 18th will mark 30 years, the official 30th anniversary of the release of Sonic SatAM as a show on ABC. It will that's basically the date it came out. That's the date it came out and everything 30 years ago. So that's when he plans to release it as well. He plans to release it around that time frame, and that would be on a Monday. That'll be Monday, September 18th. So be on the lookout for that. I know I will be watching it after I get home from work. But again, he's had people helping him out a lot. For example, this one thing he put up on the 15th, where he describes that at some point in the season slash film, Naho would become munched. What exactly this entails is well not known, but it potentially means that it would have been destroyed or harmed in some way. And he says this is artwork made for Ben's Vision documentary. So a lot of the artwork that you see on SatAM Historian's Twitter page is going to be used in the documentary to describe certain plans and ideas that Ben had for the third season or the movie, whatever would have came first and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely worth looking into, and I can't I can't really wait and all that. I can't really wait to see exactly what he has in store. The runtime, I don't know how long it's going to be. It could be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Hopefully, he'll give us an indication in time, but I am definitely looking forward to it as well. Um, another, another thing that he announced, another thing that SatAM Historian brought up is, let me see if I can find it here. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. So another thing he brought up the fact that was the fact. Let me see if I can find it here. Let me see if I can find it. I know I saw it earlier. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, no. Okay, here it is. He announced basically that uh, thanks to Sorinthrian 2501, seven Sonic SatAM scripts have been scanned and are available to be seen at Place NH's Sonic SatAM archive Dropbox. Cynthian, who older fans may know better as the creator of Bookshire Draftwood and the Mobian Central Library. And he goes on to say that she bought quite a few of the scripts of various Sonic SatAM episodes. Recently, she was kind enough to scan the scripts she had. She sent them to me, and they're now available in the Dropbox archive. He says the newly scanned scripts are Game Guy, Harmonic Sonic, Conversion, not conversation, but conversion. He also mentions that the other ones there are Sonic's Nightmare, Supersonic, Ultrasonic, Warp Sonic. Also available in the archives is the scripts for Blast to the Past, Heads or Tails, and the Doomsday Project, along with outlines for the episodes Druid Hedge and The Void. And then, of course, he provides a link to the Dropbox right here, which I'll probably provide in the description if you guys want to check that out. He Cynthia then brings in that she would like to draw particular attention to Game Guy and Sonic Conversion. The earlier drafts, so there's stuff in them that didn't make it into the final episode. So essentially, just like drafts that go through all these different steps and everything before you get to the final draft, there's going to be scenes and stuff in there that didn't show up. So she's telling us to be on the lookout for that. But anyway though, that is some interesting news and everything going about. Now we do know, like I said, we do know that Sonic SatAM is getting a re-release um, as a complete set. They are getting a re-release as a complete set um, later this year. I mean, later this within the next month, I believe. Within the next month, I believe they are getting a release once again. You know, down the line. So what that and basically, I think what that's going to be essentially is it's going to it's going to be the entire series as it once was. I think it's going to be the entire series. I'm trying to look it up here. Hold on for a sec. It says here the complete series September 19th. So basically, the day after the anniversary is when we're going to get NCircle releasing the complete series set, um, to the public once again. Whether or not this is going to just be a rehash of the Shout Factory one, we'll have to see. It's only going to be on 2 discs apparently, and I've talked about this before, so that's going to be interesting. Hopefully, these discs that they're using are high def discs. In other words, they can hold more than the average DVD disc, but we'll see. But either way, it's something nice to have in the collection. To go along with the original release. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, and hopefully, maybe if enough is sold, as people are hoping for, it'll send a message to NCircle to maybe put this out on Blu-ray, maybe a Steelbook Blu-ray complete set like they did with Sonic Boom. Um, but really, really as far as home media goes, that's pretty much about it. As far as the comics go, the IDW comics, not to give much away, but let's just say, let's just say, Whisper and Silver. There's a reason they're getting focused right now in one of the main stories of the issues, and it's mainly because the arch nemesis of Whisper pretty much has blown the cover, and now they're on to them. Now they're on to them. So I'm not going to say any more than that, but that'll make for some interesting reading and all that down the line. But yeah, pretty much they are on to him right now because he pretty much blew his cover in front of both of them without knowing it, or unless we find out it's been done purposely. But we'll see. We will see. Overall, though, that's pretty much all the Sonic stuff I want to talk about right now. As we speak. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you looking forward to the Ben's Vision documentary that SatAM Historian has planned on the anniversary date of Sonic SatAM's debut, which will be Monday, September 18th? Are you looking forward to it? And are you looking forward to the book as well to see what more will be talked about there than what you'll get in the documentary? Also, what are your thoughts on the current IDW storyline? How do you think that's going to conclude with Whisper and Silver pretty much knowing about the arch nemesis, spying on them? Let me know. And are you going to get the NCircle release of the complete Sonic SatAM series when it comes out on September 19th? Love to hear your thoughts on that. And until next time, guys, I will talk to you all later. You will get a version of this on BW World's discussion.